When everyone around you has a tattoo on their arm, back, or wrist, you are still walking around with completely untouched skin. When people ask you, why don't you have any tattoos? What do you say? Maybe you don't even have a clear answer for yourself. But this choice is rooted in much deeper psychological reasons than you might think. Today, we are going to explore 4 different personality profiles of people who choose to stay tattoo-free, and I guarantee this, you will recognize yourself in at least one of them. Let's begin our psychological journey. The first group is the decision delayers. These are people who have saved thousands of tattoo designs on Pinterest but never actually get one. One day they think this is the one, the next day they think, but what if I like something else later? The problem is not finding a design, it is the fear of choosing the wrong one. Every line etched into their skin feels like a heavy responsibility. They cannot be sure they will love the same thing tomorrow, next year, or 10 years from now. And this mindset does not stop with tattoos, buying a house, getting married, changing careers. Every permanent decision feels like torture. In psychology, this is called decision paralysis. As options increase, the ability to decide decreases. So not getting a tattoo is not really a choice, it is the inability to choose. The second group is the complete opposite, the change enthusiasts. These people might have black hair this month, blonde hair next month, and be completely bald the month after that. They refresh their wardrobe 3 times a season. They start a new hobby every week. For them, the greatest luxury is the freedom to become someone entirely different tomorrow. A tattoo, however, feels like a promise, like an oath. It says, this is who I will always be. And that idea suffocates them. They do not want anything permanent on their bodies because it feels like a betrayal of their future selves. These people often adopt minimalist lifestyles, avoid accumulating possessions, and shy away from long-term plans. To them, life is like a river. It must flow. It must not stop. A tattoo feels like an anchor dropped into that river. The third group is more direct, the aesthetic opponents. They simply find tattoos ugly. Period. It does not matter if it is a masterpiece or carries deep cultural meaning. To them, skin is a pure canvas that should remain untouched. When they look at someone with tattoos, they experience visual discomfort. This is not just about taste. It is about a deeper need for order. In psychology, this is known as the desire for visual order. It stems from a strong preference for symmetry, cleanliness, and unaltered surfaces. These people keep their homes meticulously organized. Everything has its place. Marks, stains, and complex patterns make them uneasy. For them, not getting a tattoo is not a preference. It is a necessity. And finally, perhaps the most interesting group, the introverted authentics. These people do not feel the need to express their identity outwardly. What matters to them is their inner world. They do not avoid tattoos out of fear, indecision, or disgust. They simply do not need them. I already am who I am, they think. I do not need to prove it. They do not show off on social media. They do not seek validation. Their values are hidden in their words, their actions, and their choices. Rather than carrying a symbol on their skin, they prefer carrying a principle in their soul. This group is usually quiet but deep. Their inner richness is so strong that they do not need any external expression. Now it is your turn. Which group do you belong to? Are you tattoo-free because you cannot decide? Because you love change too much? Because you find tattoos unattractive? Or because you simply do not need one? Maybe none of them fit and you need to create a fifth category. Tell me in the comments. I am genuinely curious. And if this video helped you understand something new about yourself, share it with your tattoo-free friends. They might want to understand themselves too. For more psychology content, do not forget to subscribe.